Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Wednesday, hump day. I love hump day because I know it's kind of like downhill from here. Today I thought I would I thought about doing all kinds of different videos, but I thought I would just do an update on my hair. And so obviously I got it cut, and I put on Instagram a picture of like before and after she cut it, so you can see exactly how much she cut. And she cut about 4 inches, and you can even see in the picture how the ends of my hair were, of course, thinner, but even they were lighter. That is actually, you know, what was left of my platinum hair, you know, from if you've been watching my videos, you remember when it was just basically white and they used straight bleach on my hair every 3 weeks. So that is what was left of that. And I could have, you know, gotten like 2 inches cut or anything, but I was just so ready to get that hair cut off. It was just, I told her it was like carpet. I mean, it was just like so just dry and lifeless that it would get in these knots that were just gross. And I also had my extensions in, they were beaded in, but to save time, I knew I was going to be close on time yesterday. My appointment was at 1, and I had to go pick up Will, you know, a little bit after 2. So I stopped yesterday morning and had my mom take my extensions out because they were beaded in and my mom couldn't do anything, so she took them out. And so that was my hair without the extensions. And I don't have any in now. I did leave her my ponytail to get my ponytail colored. And so that'll be fun to see if I like that. I've never done that before, but Yolanda on Beverly Hills Housewives is very inspiring with her ponytail. But so I got about 4 inches cut off. And to explain my haircut a little bit, because I know I'll probably get some questions, and I don't blame you, because you can look at a picture all you want to, but you don't know what they really did. All of this hair you see right here has been there, and you can see it in my other videos. And if you've been watching me for a long time, then you remember all that hair that grew in like about this big all over my head. Well, that's what this is. And it was the leftover results of the concentrate, the Bumble and Bumble concentrate, which it's not only that product's fault, it's just that I shouldn't have done the Bumble and Bumble concentrate over platinum hair. And so I lost a lot of hair, and then this is all grown back in. I apologize for, I don't even notice it when I'm filming, but when I watch my videos back, I notice that I'm sniffling all the time, and I'm sorry. I know that's probably getting on your nerves. I guess it's just allergies. My mom notices it too when I'm around her, and I haven't been taking my Zyrtec every night. I'm going to have to start doing that. But anyway, let's see, we were talking about this hair. Okay, so all along I've had this crazy layer of hair and then another long piece of hair. So it was always very, very disconnected. Every time she went to give me a haircut, she couldn't connect this with the bottom because there just was no way to do it. Well, now it's all connected. Like when you hold it out, she cut it connected, and then it gave me this haircut. So as you can see, my collarbone's right here, so it's you know, just a little bit below collarbone, and my intentions are to let it grow out again, but I'm really going to take care of it. You can see my roots to about here is when I have not been doing bleach. I've just been doing the root lift, and if it starts getting too dark in there, all she has to do is pull some pieces like she did my front and either highlight them or, you know, base break them or lift them or whatever in a gentler way. Maybe not use as much bleach. I gave you guys the formula on my Instagram and on one of my videos before. She uses the Redken with the oil in it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's real. I can see the biggest difference in the color, in the integrity of my hair, how it leaves it so much better. And then the front pieces are my bangs growing out, and always this side wants to go this way, this side wants to go this way, and she explained that's because your hair grows like you can notice on a baby how their hair grows in a little spiral. I love babies' heads. I used to just sit in the chair and rock my babies, and they would go to sleep, and I would just keep on rocking them and looking at them, and oh, you can just eat them up. But so you know how your hair grows like that anyway, and that's why a lot of times one piece of your bangs will go back and then one wants to loop the other way. but I just really didn't mess with it much last night. I didn't really know what it was going to do. She did it pretty much straight, and I was like, gosh, I'm going to wash it tonight and play with it and just see what it'll do. So I basically wanted kind of a Kate Moss messy look, and so that's what I went for. And next time I might use the flat iron instead of, I used the big 2-inch curling iron just to kind of go over the pieces. And I thought I would just show you everything I used. I haven't done that in a long time, and show you these are some of my favorites. Okay, these are actually in my shower upside down because I'm running out. Tammy sent these to me for my birthday in a huge package a while ago, and they are the Color Proof Evolved Color Care shampoo and conditioner, and they're the Crazy Smooth Anti-Frizz shampoo and Crazy Smooth Anti-Frizz conditioner. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the guy who invented Pureology. And then evidently he, like they all do, he sold it to someone else. I think he sold it to Redken. And now he's gotten this line. And oh my goodness. It's like I love different shampoos and conditioners, and I can't say that I can't tell the difference because I can. But this is kind of like the Aveda. When I use this, I pretty much know I'm going to like my hair. Now I do try to, rotate some shampoos. Another one that I've got turned upside down is the Keratin. It's the one with the green stripe in, I can't remember the name right now, but I'll put it down here. It's that other brand I was telling you about from Ulta, and I do really like it too. Now it doesn't smooth as much as this, but it doesn't make it frizzy, and I feel like it's good for my hair, and I feel like it's good to, go back and forth. And then I've got my Orbe up there, and I just use it because I paid so much for it, and I like the way it smells, but it's definitely not any better than this. This would be my favorite, and this is what I used last night when I knew that I wanted to like my hair because it smooths it, but it does not weigh it down. Now there is another product that goes with this that's a leave-in smoothing cream that I will use if I want my hair to be kind of silky and not messy, but kind of flat. And when I say flat, I don't mean flat. I mean just not messy, more of a silky, pretty look. That is the one I would use. But I didn't want that look today. I knew I wanted it to be kind of messy and have lots of body. So I used, when I put my hair up in the towel in one of those hair turban towels, and I read something in I put an Instagram post about that really good Allure catalog that I bought the other day. It's an Allure hair, like special edition. I got it at Target, and I also saw it yesterday at Barnes & Noble. I went in Barnes & Noble thinking that Kate Moss style book was out, but it's not. She said it doesn't come out until February. So I was just looking at the magazines and I saw that. But one thing they were saying is for lift and body on the top of your head, don't use a big heavy towel. Now I knew that you were supposed to use one of those microfiber towels because it was better for your hair, and yada yada, it absorbs the moisture and all that stuff. But sometimes one of them I cannot stand the feel of it. It has that really weird feeling, and it attracts all kinds of hair coming out of the dryer and stuff. But I have one that I really like. And it said one of the reasons not to is because when you have that big hunk of towel with that pressure on the top of your head, it is just making the top of your hair flat. It's just causing that pressure. And it just, to me, towel time is important. You can't leave it in too long or not enough. You got to get it the perfect amount of time. So think about that if you put a great big towel on top of your head, that you might be flattening the top of your head a little bit. And so I put it in one of those towels, and then when I took it out, I was talking to my friend Tammy, or texting her, and I was asking her, it was Tammy from Instagram. I was texting her, gosh, what product should I use? Because she has done hair before, and she owns a salon in Florida. And I said, should I just use my Perfect Hair Day? And she said yes. So this is what I put in it. And I am almost out of this. I love it so much. It is just a good, let's see, smooths, volumizes, conditions, strengthens, and polishes. It says, on damp hair, evenly distribute from roots to ends, comb through for best results. Okay, I never really comb through my hair. because I like it to stay kind of separate and chunky and funky. I just always go straight from, you know, putting my product in my hair, and I flip my hair over and I start blow drying. My blow dryer is a T3. I bought the Solano and didn't like it. That one will just like blast your head off. It is so strong, and Brooke liked it better. So we switched and I got the T3. T3 is a slower like breeze, but it gets a little bit hotter. You have to be real careful not to hold it still. And I always keep that nozzle thing on the end of it. Okay, another thing I want to say, I was watching videos yesterday. I was excited and I was watching videos, and I didn't think there was going to be anything on this, but I plugged into YouTube Kate Moss, how to have Kate Moss hair or something, which what I like about her hair is there's really no style. It's just hair. You can tell she just goes out and her hair is just clean and it just does what it wants to do. And that's kind of what I wanted this time. And but there was a guy on there that evidently does her hair, and what he was saying is, don't use so many products, that you should never use more than, he said 2 products. And I think I used more than 2, but I know what he means. A lot of times, you know, when you're getting your hair done or you are reading all the different products, you think, okay, well, I've got to put Root Boost in, I've got to put this on my bottom, I've got to put mousse all over. And he said, you know, you just don't need that many products. And I have found that is so true with my hair. And by the way, I asked Kate, and she said my hair is just medium thickness and medium, you know, the strands of hair are medium. It's not too fine, not too thick, and the volume, the amount of my hair is medium. So I have found with my hair, I just need something to smooth it out, but if I want body, like at the roots and all over, it is better for me not to put a bunch of stuff in it. So I didn't. I just put the PhD in it, and I blow dried it with my big Brush Lab, the big green Brush Lab round brush from Ulta that they still sell. And I just, when I say I don't brush it out before, I end up brushing it out with the, you know, with the round brush. I go all over my head, and by the time I'm finished, my hair is completely brushed out. Then what I do is I take this section, the whole crown, a little bit, you want a little bit of the front. Don't do too much back and not enough front, and then don't do too much front and not enough back. You want to grab that hair where there's a little bit on the front and a little bit on the back. And what I do is I take my round brush and smooth it, and then I roll it down and I blow dry it. And then when I get it out, last night I took my 2-inch Hot Tools curling iron and just curled it up a little bit, and that just kind of smoothed it. And then I wrapped it up in this, how can I forget what this is? Velcro roller. So then I rolled it down to this Velcro roller and put this clip on it. Now I was watching Donna Short's one of her videos the other day, and she was talking about using a working hairspray. And I knew exactly what she meant, because if you use a regular hairspray when you're styling your hair, you're going to get buildup, crunch. I just don't like the way it feels. So I bought this. I can't remember if it's the one she uses, but I bought the Fashion Work 12 hairspray, versatile working spray. And what I did is, as I rolled, I think I sprayed this right when I took the hair off of the roller, and just a little bit, and just to give it some stick. And you know, I probably didn't need to, but I wanted to make sure that I kept that volume. And then I put my Velcro roller in. Then I took the next section, and you can see that's why it's divided right there. That's where those divides are. And I did the exact same thing for it. Now, one thing I skipped telling you is I did use my Tammy let me go get this because I really like this and I want to show it to you. So let me go get this. Tammy also sent me this, and this is Tammy Uppy's Beads, and we all know she has gorgeous hair too. So this is what she sent me in my birthday box of goodies, and it is the Agadir Argan Oil Hair Shield 450 degree plus spray treatment. Protects, repairs, and shines. I love this stuff. I'm not sure where you can get it. I'm sure like on Amazon or something like that. But the thing is, I kept getting other stuff thinking I was getting this, and it wasn't this. And this is the best. What makes this the best is when it sprays so fine, and it covers so much with such a little bit that it gets all over my hair. It makes it shiny. I feel like it's protecting it, but it does not weigh it down. So love this stuff. I mean, if I'm going to use hot rollers, the flat iron, anything like that, this is what I use. Now, if I'm just blow drying my hair, you know, I've already used that PhD that has a protectant in it, and I'm using other good products, so I don't use this. But I only use this if I'm going to be using flat iron or curlers or curling iron. So that is a great product. Okay, so now I'm left with my hair in those 2 Velcro rollers and the rest of it out. So what I did is I just went around the bottom of my hair and just kind of took big sections. I probably only had 5 sections at the most, and curled them around that great big curling iron, that big 2-inch, it's purple at Ulta curling iron. And what that does is it just kind of puts a bend in your hair and smooths it. But sometimes I like it better than using a flat iron, because the flat iron, I don't know, it doesn't make it as cohesive and as much of a pretty look. It makes it much more edgy. And then when it comes to these sides, okay, my sides have a little story. They have always been thinner and finer and curlier. From the beginning, you can see my baby pictures. It's just a different texture. And somewhere along the way, I'm not sure when or how, but somewhere along the way in the last year, my sides got so broken off. I don't know if it's the last time I got a whole full highlight, or if I did it with a curling iron. I don't know when I did it, but it was before I started using extensions, because that is one of the reasons I love the extensions, is because when these pieces were so short, I'm talking this short, I could put those extra pieces of extensions on my sides and have side hair, because they were just like broken off, especially this side. I mean, I take care of this hair like it is just strands of gold now, because it was so broken off. And you can see now we don't, you know, how that's just basically my natural hair. She just lifts it a little bit, and it's so soft and shiny, and it's so healthy feeling that when she would bead in the extensions, we couldn't put it right here because it would just slip right out, because that hair is so shiny and it feels so good. So now they have finally grown out so where I have a little bit of hair. So that was another reason that I really wanted to get those ends cut off, so I could start just getting my hair back into some decent style. And I love my extensions, and the Irresistible Me definitely are my favorite extensions, and I'm going to get that ponytail, and I've still got my clip-ins, and I might put them in one day. But in the back of your head, you hate knowing that you're dependent on that, especially when I've always had good hair. I've always had long, good hair. So I'm working back towards that. So what I was saying is I went around and curled it, and I'm very gentle with these. And sometimes I give them an extra spray with this. I don't think I did last night, because I felt like I never hold the iron. I'm basically just run the iron through it. I don't even clamp it or hold it. I just kind of run it through it real quick. And that is what I did with these bangs. Okay, you know, I had cut my bangs, and they're growing out, and I had cut pretty deep in, which was, it's what I wanted. But in the whole world of bangs, if you're the kind of person that's going to get them and then let them, you know, you're going to let them grow out like I did, it wasn't very smart, because it really took a lot of my, you don't realize when you're cutting deep in your hair here, you're cutting this off too. It's so hard to associate, if you're not a hairdresser, that what you do up here affects what happens down here. You don't think about it, but when you cut that hair off, this is missing, and that's what happened too. So I'm letting these sides grow out, and oh my goodness, they were so damaged on the ends. They were so damaged on the ends, I would be embarrassed to show you. They were like this. Like, I can't even tell you how they were on the ends of my hair. And it just, even though I could curl them, I could smooth them, and I could make them look good for a day or two, it bothered me. Every time I saw them, it bothered me. So I had her trim those. And all she did was, I asked her, did it make a difference that I didn't want them trimmed to go this way? I wanted them trimmed to go that way. And she said there really wasn't a difference. It was just how you styled your hair. So she did that. a slide cut, but not one of those brutal slide cuts, one of those, you know, just kind of concentrated, slow slide cuts to get an angle. And even they feel so much better. So I think that covers my cut. And then, okay, so here we are. I've kind of curled around my hair with the curling iron, and I've got those two big Velcro rollers in my hair, and I have slowly and lightly curled my bangs back. So what I do then is I spray a little bit of this Oribe dry texturizing spray. I could have used, and I might have even used some of this working hairspray. I sprayed it a few times at the root because you want that, where you're lifting those Velcro rollers, you want them to stay up. And I wanted to spray all over my head. And I might have used, I've got so many hairsprays, who knows what I used. I might have used a little bit all over, but I didn't use too much. And I went to doing the rest of my stuff. Last night was crazy. We had homework. You would not believe how much homework Brooke has these days. Her math, every subject, so much homework. So she had a bunch of homework. Will had homework, and I had to cook, and you know how that goes. So I went ahead and did all my stuff, and I exercised on my elliptical, and I will do a video on how that's going and stuff too later. And so actually I did my hair after all that stuff, and after I put my Velcro rollers in, that is when I sat down for a few minutes and did my Instagram. That's exactly when I did my Instagram post. You'll notice a lot of times I post at night because it's when I finally get a chance to sit down and do something. And so I left them in I always leave them in until I go to bed. And so I left them in for probably about an hour or an hour and a half. And what I do is take the clip out, use one of these clips. Don't use big bobby pins because it'll put a crimp, a little line in your hair, and you think it won't matter, but it will. It'll end up showing in the worst spot. Took the hot rollers or the Velcro rollers out and went to bed. And I don't think I sprayed it again because I wanted it to be soft and fluffy. Plus, when you go to bed and your hair's already boofed up, it kind of stays that way. So then I got up this morning, took the kids to school. I haven't done anything. I went and put my makeup on, and I didn't brush my hair or anything. It basically was looking like this. And then I used this product, which is, I showed it to you either last week or the week before. It's the Style Sexy Hair. It's called Slept In, number 4 Shine and 3 Hold Texture Cream. And what I did is just put about a nickel size amount, a fat nickel, and rubbed it in my hair. And it feels just like styling cream. It doesn't feel tacky or anything. And I just kind of went over my hair like this, just to give it some shine, some separation, and that messy bedhead kind of look. And then I just sprayed it with, I just did this. It sounds like so much, but it really isn't that much. And that's kind of how I always do my hair, is in phases. And it's just easier that way. Then I remember getting up in the morning and washing, drying, and styling my hair every day. That is a lot worse to me than all these little things. But anyway, I use this, which is the Chi Enviro 54 Natural Hold Hairspray. And it's a real light, good smelling, easy hairspray. I mean, it's one I'd recommend. You know, it's real easy and holds, but isn't crunchy or anything. And so that is it. Then I put on, when I do my makeup, I always do my little bang pieces back like that with those 2 little Velcro bows that Rita gave me. Rita, I think about you every day. Thank you for those bows. It's so much better than a headband and all the other stuff I used to do. And this is it. So I hope that maybe helped you, or I know how I am. I could never listen or watch enough tutorials or listen to enough people say how they do things, because we all do just a tiny bit of something different that helps. And that's why I decided I was going to do that thing where I tell you my favorite videos, because when I hear that little thing that helps me, I always want to share it. So maybe you heard some little thing that would help you in this video. Velcro rollers are your best friend. I'm telling you, if you want body, Velcro rollers, there's just nothing like them. Okay, I'm going to do a quick outfit of the day and then let you go, and I will see you on Friday. So today I just have on one of those t-shirts that I showed you guys a couple weeks ago. I think I got them for $8. It was before Christmas, right before Christmas, and it's from the Gap, and I love the way they're rolled up. And I've had several people ask me, did my bra strap show? And I would have to say no. I mean, when my arm's down, you might see a little bit of it right there, but it's definitely worth, you know, you can wear them without a tank or anything underneath it. And these are some of my favorite jeans. They are the Mother Denim, and I can't think of the style. If I do, I'll put it down here because they're the straight leg ones. I can't think of the style right now, but I love them. I think you can. But I put on my Valentino Rock Stud, the sling back black pumps. And these are some of my all-time favorite shoes. If you want a nice, sexy pair of shoes that are comfortable, that you can walk in for hours, this is the pair. They're awesome. I mean, I could just have them in every color. They're just beautiful and comfortable. The bad thing is they're expensive. So that's what I have on today, and I'm still carrying my black Balenciaga City Back. I keep wanting to switch out of it, but I just love it so much that, you know, I just keep on carrying it. And then for accessories, I have on my Sheila Fajl matchstick necklace, which says Light My Fire, and I love that. And I have my Dean Davidson little turquoise leaf necklace. It's like an African turquoise that has the black veining in it, and that's what I love. I love turquoise anyway. And I have on my Dean Davidson, all Dean Davidson stud earrings and his ring, the Onyx Castle ring. And the fragrance I have on today is the Tom Ford Violet Blonde, that little sample that Stephanie sent me. It smells so good. And I wanted to show you a few other things that I've gotten in the mail this week. You guys are just too good to me. One is from Lee, and I don't know if it's her YouTube name or just her Instagram name, but it's Shopaholic777. And she has the cutest little card. She sent me some Zoya nail polishes, and not only are the colors beautiful, I'm so ready for summertime, and this makes me even more ready for summertime, but the names are Brooke and Lisa. And I just thought that was so sweet. I will never get rid of these. I love these. And so thank you so much, Lee. And then she sent me this silly little thing. It is a monkey nail dryer. And I have not even showed this to Brooke yet. She's going to love it. Let me take it out of there. I've had these before. It's the air. Oh gosh, it already has batteries in it. So the air comes out of his mouth. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Oh, that is precious, Lee. And it's got bananas. Will's going to love this. He's going to want me. Will loves, I don't paint his nails or anything, but Will loves for me to, he calls it a manicure and a foot massage. And a lot of times when he gets out of the shower, you know, I'll cut his nails, and then I'll cut his toenails, and then he'll go, he's so cute, he'll go lay on my bed and prop his feet up and want me to put lotion on his feet. And I do it. I would do it for Brooke too, but Brooke's funny. She doesn't want you to touch her toenails or her feet. Brooke's not as, she'll let you hug her and everything, but you know, she's older, so she's all about her personal space and stuff. But Will, I think he would let you do anything. You know how boys are. Will loves any attention, scratching his back. You know, if you lay down with him at night, he'll want you to rub his back and stuff. You know how little boys are. So anyway, and then I had a really sweet girl from Nordstrom message me, and her name is Stephanie, and she works at Nordstrom, and she sent me the nicest bag. Just that bag alone is so pretty. Bag of samples from Chanel skincare, and she said a lot of them were exclusive to Nordstrom. I just got this yesterday. So the Renew, and these little samples last a long time. I was using that foaming cleanser and stuff, and they lasted a long time. Renew, Recharge. So thank you so much for that. So thank you, girls. That was so sweet, and I really do appreciate. I appreciate all of you just being here and talking back and forth with me here and on Instagram, and I think we have a good time, and I'm happy to be here. So I'm glad you're here too. And I hope you have a good rest of the week, and I will see you on Friday. Bye-bye.